Watch out, all you professional filmmakers out there, because there's a new studio man in town. I'm Nathan Quaintance, and we're talking with Mitchell Stifler about what it takes to get to the top. So a little birdie told me you have a pretty big project coming up. Would you mind sharing what that's all about?
Yeah, well, I started an episodic project. It was a Star Wars fan series, and it was a lot of fun filming it. But we just realized we didn't have enough time. There were a lot of problems with people were having our actors were going out in family trips and stuff, and that's understandable. So I just decided it would be easier to write an actual script for a mini movie, and then from there we could just make that.
So, are you in collaboration with George Lucas or the Disney Network for this project?
I am not. This is all coming out of my pocket and stuff like that. Pretty much going, alone on this one.
Don't you feel they'll come after you for some sort of copyright infringement?
Well, I suppose it would be plausible that they could do that. But there are a lot of fan films out there, and this is just going to be adding to the pile,
So do you have any other plans for any other sort of projects other than this Star Wars one?
We have had projects, just like ideas so far. There's this one project we were thinking about doing, which is kind of based off of the series Red vs. Blue. We haven't started script writing for that yet because we really want to focus on this project, because it's very hard to tackle two projects at once as opposed to just one.
So how long do you typically take to create a project like this?
Well, for a bigger project like this one, it'll probably take around 3 months total to just kind of gather the information that we need, write the script for it. For other smaller projects that are more episodic, for the first episode that we made, it only took about 2 weeks.
How many people would you say are usually involved in one of these projects?
So far, we probably 9 or 10. It's a very small group, primarily just a bunch of friends, because that way we feel it's just a lot more fun for us, because it's not so much about what comes out of it. It's more about the fun that we have making it.
So what sort of things do you usually need to supply for something like this?
Alright, well, typically what we supply, other than just the usual things, I do put money towards this normally. It's normally out of my pocket or out of some of the other people who help create this, because it is a group project. And we do have a budget for the next movie thing that we're making. So yeah.
Wow, that must be a lot of work. So, where does all that budget go to?
Well, the budget is going to be going into a kind of a new camera. We're thinking about doing a new camera, more of a better audio setup for sure. Because the one thing with the episode, if we were going to go with the episodic series, we would have been fine with no microphone, because it's kind of understandable. But for this, we want to have good audio.
I'm curious, what got you interested in filmmaking?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to watch these Lego stop-motion videos, and then I asked my mom how to make them, and she actually looked up how to make them, and she showed me. So from there, I learned how to make these myself. And after making stop-motion Lego videos, I kind of just carried on to filming some random stuff on my mom's digital camera, and it was a lot of fun. But I never really took it seriously, and then I realized after a while this is something that I actually could do if I wanted to, and I would like to focus on that, and that's why I'm in the film.
Lastly, I'd like to ask you, in the future, how far do you intend to go in creating these films?
In the future, with my friend group, wherever it takes us, I think it doesn't matter if, it's when we upload it to YouTube, it's kind of just sharing stuff that we made. It's not about who watches it. It's kind of it's more so we upload it onto YouTube and stuff to remember that we actually did this as a friend group, which is really cool, especially for the rest of the group. And then if it does bring me eventually to film school and stuff like that, then it's good.
Thanks for coming in today. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. Thank you all for joining us. This has been Nathan Quaintance, and we'll see you all next time.